Greetings, humanity. I am Jim. I use he, him pronouns, and this is the finale of our last mini-campaign of the year, Fiasco. This is a GM-less game by Jason Morningstar, in which the characters have mighty ambitions and poor impulse control. We're using a series of playsets that take place in the Los Angeles area over 3 different eras, and we are concluding today with Hollywood Wives by Joe Bittman. We may be bending this one a little bit to our will, as we're trying to conclude sort of a noirish trilogy. So we might alter a few things as we go. I think we were going to try to make this in the late 70s, and we may change certain things, make the characters a little bit different from the way that they traditionally come out in these. We'll have to see how this goes. But let's go around and say hi to everybody, for goodness sake. I'm going to go clockwise. I'm going to start with Alyssa. Hello.
Hiya, folks. My name is Alyssa, she, her pronouns, at Origami Shuriken on Twitter. And this is going to be interesting.
I think so.
These 2 characters were both terrible, horrible people.
They were actually better people than I think. I think most of the other people. They were just in bad situations. But let's go around further to Pope. Hello.
Hey everybody, Pope here. He, him pronouns. I am so excited to be back to come for this finale of train wrecks and terrible people. Tonight we'll see if I can actually just put all of the negative voices that have been plaguing me today into a persona and then get them killed.
Oh, okay, that'll do. This will be the one to do it in.
Yeah, just terrible, horrific catharsis. This is what we're here for.
Excellent. Well, let's. Yes, I definitely support that. Let us cause the death of all of our problems tonight. And let us go over to Anino. Hello.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Anino. He, him pronouns, and yeah, we're gonna have some good storytelling today. I am so confident about that. You can tell I'm super excited.
Oh my God. I would like to thank Anino for being terribly patient as we have dragged him through this house of horrors.
It's fine. I'll be kind. It'll be over soon.
Yes, that's right. It's almost done. Oh, God. What have I done? So, yes, before we get into this, and lose ourselves to the madness, like we do with most games on this channel, we are using the X card, the N card, and the O card. So if we hit something that's crossing a line for one of us, any of us can type an X in the Zoom video chat or anywhere else, or make an X symbol, and we'll back up and do something else. If something happens that we're okay having in the game, but we don't want a graphic description of it, we can type an N in the Zoom video chat, and we'll fade to black on it, or we'll put it behind a veil, so it'll be there, but we won't go into detail. Finally, if we're exploring a topic or an area of roleplay that's particularly intense for us, but we want to keep going anyway, we can put an O in the chat to let us know we're okay and that we're all good to keep piling on the drama. Something else we can do is we can put an O with a question mark after it if we're moving into a difficult topic, or if we say or we do something and then think maybe that might have been a little too much. Then everyone else can respond to that again with an X, an N, or an O to let us know if we're still doing okay. Last time we took about halfway through, it took a decidedly serious turn. It started out as a comedy and then just sort of wandered into pain territory. But that was probably something like 30 years ago. But we'll go ahead and do our setup, shall we? Let's. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the the score as originally written. Which is kind of, it's written for more, a little bit contemporary, as it were, but we can, like I said, we can bend this to our whim as we desire, and sort of figure it out from there. So, The Good Life. Palm tree-lined streets, glittering beaches, movie star neighbors, Beverly Hills, California. You all lead lives of fabulous luxury and wealth. Armani handbags, a word I don't know how to pronounce, but it's a type of shoe. Jewelry by Neil Lane. Personal chefs, the best bodies money can buy. You have it all. You're living in the Southern California dream. Your days are spent shopping on Rodeo Drive, and your nights revolve around dining with your girlfriends at the trendy hotspot du jour. Either that, or you clean up the mess those people leave behind. Regardless, the glamorous life isn't all it's cracked up to be. The mansion's almost in foreclosure, your financial advisors are running a Ponzi scheme, and your philandering husband is banging the nanny. You can't lose it all now. If only there was some way to make all of your problems disappear forever. So, and it does cite the Hollywood Housewives of Beverly Hills. It cites Desperate Housewives. It also cites Get Shorty, Intolerable Cruelty, 13 Women Down and Out in Beverly Hills. There are a lot of different ways one can take this. So we're going to see. I think we're going to try to set this in sort of like the late 70s-ish. And I think that was what we talked about. We're actually... And so we're doing a thing where we're kind of leaving the history as sort of things that influence what's going on now, and we can decide sort of how that happens over the course of the narrative. The only thing we're very specifically porting over is a location, and that is Kat's house from last time. So whenever someone wants to place the location, we're actually going to use up 2 dice when we do that. Because that's going to be it's a location, places to deliver long melodramatic speeches, and a ledge by a window 5 stories up. So we could do that either now, or we can wait till we get further in before we...
I think we should do that after we get the relationships established.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the relationships, and then we'll figure it out. Okay, I have already rolled the dice and put them into their respective columns. So we have at least one of each type of die. As is tradition, I guess I shall go ahead and start. We'll go clockwise, and we'll see what's happening. Let's see. I think I'm going to start by placing a crime relationship between myself and Anino, because of course I am. If you're okay with that.
I mean, why mess with lack of success?
That's the spirit. Okay.
I think that's the real thing I'm disappointed about, that is that I haven't yet to successfully complete a crime. I feel
fair.
very much a failure in that mark.
Feel free. Remember, you can X any of these things if you so desire. As we're
No.
But yeah, we third time's the charm. Okay, there we go. There's the crime relationship right there. All right, and we're going to move around to Alyssa, and now once again we're in relationships. You get to grab a die. I think.
See.
Yeah. Everyone was able to get at the playset okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say. For film industry enthusiasts.
Okie doke. Wait a minute, what? Under relationships?
Oh yeah, high society.
High society,
I guess
okay.
I would have to wait and see if there's another 4 to define it as film industry.
Ah, there we go.
Yes, but
Well, we shall have to see what happens.
if there's a 4 left.
We are high society at the moment. Kind of go from there. All right. And now it goes over to Pope.
Let's see here. Let's see what disaster I can create. I think this go around without having some sort of bizarre business relationship. And you and I are actually friends.
All right, we can deal with that.
Friends. And Anino, it's over to you.
Okay, what am I gonna do?
I ask myself that question every morning.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a 2 down here between Alyssa and Pope family.
Alrighty. Family. Cool. And it is back to me. Let's see. All right. Do. What do we have here? No, I'm not going to do that to you.
Bring it on.
No, I thought about it. I'm going to be good for a moment.
You can be good for Anino, but you can bring the pain.
I will find some way to ruin it.
Let me see here. Yeah, this is where things are getting weird. Okay. I think actually, yeah, I'm gonna define our crime relationship further. If you're good with that, I think I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna take 2 and say Keepers of a Dark Secret, so that we can basically do whatever we want with it.
Okay.
I think that'll make it easier. Or more difficult. We'll figure that out. All right, and it's over to Alyssa.
Right. I'm gonna grab that 4 and say film industry enthusiasts.
Film industry enthusiasts. There we go.
Maybe tying in with that location.
It easily could. That would be fun. All right. And it's now over to Pope.
Just because it's going to make things delightfully awkward when all of this goes horribly wrong. Anino, our girls go to the same school.
Okay, I can work with that. I've always wanted to be a helicopter parent. I have so much experience with helicopter parents.
Oh my god.
Time to get it all out now, man.
Just to get it all out.
Just wring it out.
The girls are in the same grade at the Marlboro School. I do like a school named after a cigarette company. Or a line or after a line of cigarettes, anyway. That's good. That's great. Okay, and you get to define the family relationship between Pope and Alyssa.
Okay. I hate to use the last 5. We are going to use the last 5.
Do it.
Acrimoniously divorced, constantly.
Yes! Yes! Excellent. Good, good. Good, excellent, good. Okay.
Okay. Now I'd like the location, please.
Okay, you want to...
I would
Yeah.
like that little detail right under our acrimonious divorce.
I was thinking about putting that right there. So yeah, that's gonna work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that as I'm just gonna do that as my turn. As both my turns. And I'm gonna take away 2 of the 3s so that it will not influence quite so much. And everything is up to everyone else now. So yeah, we've got a location. We are looking at probably getting 1 or 2 needs and possibly an object. Which I think, wait a minute, is it object or... Yes, it's, yeah, objects. Needs, locations, and objects this time. They didn't change it up this time on me. Okay. So now it's over to Alyssa.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6. Let's throw the 6 over here. Need to escape.
Excellent. So apparently we have a need to escape. Awesome. And it's over to Pope.
I'm going to take an object. I'm going to take a mode of transportation for relationship with Anino and myself.
Okay. Transportation. Alright. Okay. And it's over to Anino.
Okay. Throw needs here.
Okay. Needs to get back your groove. All right. Okay, and it's now just defining things from here on. To gar back your groove. I should probably spell that correctly. But it skips me and it's back over to Alyssa. So you can define any of these 3 things that are undefined. Oh dear. I now know which one I want, but I have no say.
There's so much good here. That's
I
all I have to say. Is there's so much good here.
Not to influence anything, but if you would like to give us the desire for cocaine, I'll be perfectly happy with that.
That's the one I was shooting for.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I selected needs to get back your groove specifically for the cocaine one.
Because we just have to. It's the 70s. It's the damn 70s. It's the 70s in Beverly freaking Hills.
It's where...
Okay then.
Oh, yay! Yay! Get back your groove by moving a surprising amount of cocaine. Excellent. All right, so it's over to Pope.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, just because this makes too much sense, we're going to define the transportation.
A black town car with bulletproof windows.
Yep.
Okay.
I know where this is going.
Black town car with bulletproof windows, and you know that last die is wild. For you to
Needs to
define our need to
escape.
escape. Yeah, so you can be anything, anything on that list under to escape.
Stalker.
All right. To escape a stalker. Cool. Excellent. All
Actually,
right.
no. We'll switch that up.
Oh, you switch it up? Okay.
Sheer and utter boredom.
Escape sheer and utter boredom. Okay.
Yes.
There we go. All right. Excellent. Cool, cool. So now we start trying to figure out what all this means. And so let's see. We know that we know that Cat Carlton's place is now inhabited by a couple that is acrimoniously divorced and constantly at each other's throats, or perhaps was inhabited by them.
I think was. Which one of us kept the house in the divorce? Which one of us got the house? Because I figure one of us got the house and the other one got the kid.
Ooh. May I recommend that in this case that it was Alyssa that got the house, and Pope that got the kid, just simply because you've got our girls are in the same grade sort of thing.
Yeah.
Shared with Anino. I would recommend that. You can do it the other way around if you'd prefer.
Yeah, I think Alyssa, you got the house. Yeah.
I mean, unless it's like you're each trying to get the other thing. But well, it could still be you're each trying to get the other thing.
We're still fighting over everything. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Everything. Every last thing. Even though that there's just those aren't our peacocks, they're just peacocks on the property. We can't get rid of them.
They're all over the freaking place, man. They've been breeding for 30 years.
Can't get rid of the buggers, but you use them as a freaking asset in the proceedings. So now exotic peafowl are part of our divorce.
I don't even like them.
Yeah, but they count as assets.
Don't look at my earrings.
Oh yeah, I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, there's a theme here. Are you sure you don't even like them, really? Oh, that's awesome. So you say that, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. That's very cool. So Bob, you got how old are your kids?
Because I want this to be as high drama and irritating and awful as possible, I want at least my daughter to be full-on teenager, 15, 16 years old, rebellious and hates everything. And whose parents have money, which is the worst thing ever.
That is a problem. That is a severe problem.
Have money, and it's the 70s in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I need this to go as badly as possible.
That's fair. That's fair. No, that's entirely fair. Okay. I think that. Let's see, moving around here.
I have one question though.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the divorce, Jim, are you somehow involved?
I had a thought, but Alyssa, let me know if this is okay. If we because we don't necessarily have to go there. But I was wondering if it's possible that I'm the other guy.
Sure, why not?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, there's an interest in, at the very least, I think we have a business interest that we're wanting to...
Film enthusiasts.
And we're both film enthusiasts, and we know about the house. I think that's part of the thing, or at least I know about the house. And I know that there are things on the house, and I know where there's a hidden safe in that house. And I know that that house is an excellent place to store massive amounts of cocaine.
Oh, good heavens.
Nobody looks in half of these rooms.
Yes, there's so many. Why are there so many rooms?
Well, we haven't gone to the basement yet.
Carlton was just a real eccentric. Why did she keep this? Half the people who come here think it's a peacock ranch. I don't understand.
So by film enthusiasts, because we are in the 70s, the studio era has ended. Like, the glitz and glamour of Hollywood is nowhere near what it used to be.
No.
But the big boom right now isn't in film so much as it is in TV. But you guys are both in film. Precisely.
Well,
so...
I mean, Jaws came out in the 70s?
Are we late 70s or are we early 70s?
That's a good question. I'm feeling maybe mid... well, yeah, I was thinking we were going to be late 70s because of the...
okay.
We wanted to do like a 30-year jump.
So... Ooh, we're in late 70s. Okay.
Jaws, The Godfather, The Exorcist,
Yeah.
Taxi Driver, Apocalypse Now.
There's a bunch of big films that were all fueled by people's cocaine habits. So I'm getting the feeling that with this house, like, Alyssa, if you're okay with this, you actually work in the industry. Jim, you work in the industry.
I provide them with things that they need to keep going.
Just need to get your groove back. I mean, you've been out of the game so long. You just need to get back in and just... It's somewhat for the money, but only a little bit for the money that you need to move all of this coke.
It's important. Also, I'm terribly bored. I feel as though Anino and I are bored for a specific reason. Maybe we have different reasons. I don't know, but we have somehow decided we are bored together.
The two of you are terribly bored.
Yeah.
We're both very, very, very successful drug cartel. I'm gonna use Rodolfo Cadena. That's who I'm gonna be. Member of the Mexican mafia in LA who, during the 1970s, was basically skimming money off of community groups and drug and alcohol prevention programs.
Okay. Is this a is this a real person?
Yeah, it is.
I'm wondering if perhaps we could we could what is the term? File off the serial numbers just a little bit. I mean, I guess this could be a.
I mean, he's dead, so
that helps. That helps a great deal.
But okay, I love it.
I mean, if you want, I can clean. I can if you really want me to.
I like the idea of using of having a figure based on him.
Yeah,
but perhaps we could change the name a bit just in case there are any relatives or what have you that would be concerned, and then also we wish to be respectful. So this is a fictional character inspired in some ways by that by what we've heard.
Okay, so we'll call him Eddie Santana.
Okay.
That sounds like a character in a Coen Brothers film. Totally. I love this idea that the two of you are just terribly successful. Like, you've been doing this so long and you've been succeeding so regularly, you're just bored now.
It's just like clockwork at this point, pretty much. The cocaine pretty much moves itself at this point. And,
that's why you need to move so much of it. It's just the added risk.
Yeah.
It's not that you need the money. It's just the chance to possibly get caught or be freaking legends, one or the other.
Yes. Is it EDDIE or EDDY, or how are we spelling it?
EDDIE. Let's go with that.
EDDIE. Okay, good. Awesome. I love it.
What's hilarious is that Edward James Olmos played a guy named Santana who was modeled after Cadena. So
oh, nice.
There you go.
There's layers.
Excellent. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
Okay, I have a name.
All right.
Rufus Warner.
Oh. Are we related to any other Warners we know?
Yep.
Excellent.
That's how we could afford the house, honey.
The Carlton estate was quite expensive when it went on auction.
Very.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is good. Well, I think we figured out that what the dark secret is then, unless it's like another dark secret on top of the fact that we are we are drug barons.
No, I think that's good.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna grab a surname real quick.
Eddie, do I see you at the parent-teacher meetings?
Yeah. Oh no, he's totally involved with his daughter's life because he's got nothing more interesting to do right now.
That's like the only thing you've got. That in TV. Oh God.
Yeah. And what's hilarious is that he's going to subtly teach his daughter all the little tricks that he used in order to climb the drug cartel social ladder and have it apply to high school social circles.
That's good. It's very good.
Wow.
Do you think, Anino, are we like relatives, or am I just the more just one of the local contact folk, or what do you think?
You can be the godfather of the whole thing.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. So am I? So I guess I'm also. So I guess then I'm probably. I guess I'm probably a relative then, unless that's the thing. So I'm probably also a Santana. Or
No, it's kind of weird in that Cadena was actually the.
oh.
So this criminal organization sort of got founded in a California correctional facility, and it was
okay.
like a white guy who basically organized everything together, and Cadena was sort of the
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
I forgot. It's like Johnny Depp played him. That guy.
Yeah.
Was that arranged the stuff through the flights and all that. Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember the guy's name. I think he's still in prison right now. If he hasn't passed away. But yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. The movie,
Blow?
Blow. Yeah, the Blow is the name of the movie. That was in 2001. The guy's probably dead by now. Yeah, the guy's name was in real life was George Young. So.
A different character, but yeah, same idea.
Oh, okay, different guy. Okay, all right, different. Okay, but I've got kind of a reference here then. Yeah, okay. I'll be that guy then, or whoever's in charge of that now. Yeah, it's the 70s. I can be that guy. I'll be that guy. So let's see. Actually, just because I'm going, I want to take a. And actually, yeah, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go young. I'm not going to go kind of in that same direction. I'm going to just so I can break away from the German backgrounds. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with a Scottish last name. Let's see. He's an American though. So. Yes. I think I played someone named Murdoch in a recent game, but I can't remember who it was now. It's all gone away.
All right, Mad Dog.
I know. No, well, that too. Strangely enough, my brain first goes to MacGyver because I was never really a fan of the A-Team, but it's okay. McNaughton, that's a weird enough name. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to be Joe McNaughton. I think that'll be it's a suitably odd name. Okay, cool. Let's see. Do we have enough details here to launch, or is there anything else we need to kind of figure out? There's a black town car with bulletproof windows I'm a little curious about.
I think that's Santana's.
It easily could be.
I think that's Santana's, and I think the girls might end up with it. Speaking of which, my former dearest, what is our daughter's name?
Rebecca.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Rebecca Warner, I would presume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And have you thought of a name for your character yet, Alyssa?
Yeah, Angela. And I became known professionally by my married name, so now I'm stuck with it and I'm mad about it.
Oh no. let's do you at least hyphenate or or does just nobody know what your name is?
There's cat, so much cat.
There's a lot of cat right now. Very strange. Seems to be rather a lot of cat happening. Let's see. Okay. And actually, I'm wondering, Alyssa, I'm wondering what kind of films we're particularly enthusiastic about. What do we like? Are we into modern stuff, or are we more into things of the past? I think we must be up on film history at least a little bit.
Oh, I would imagine so.
That's the deal with the house.
Oh. Well, if we were fans of noir detective stuff, then maybe we make cop shows, or I make cop shows.
Oh my god.
Oh, good heavens! You're an executive producer for some
There's a boom in cop shows right now. It's the 70s. It's the late 70s.
Yeah.
There's this one called Bad Streets that's
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, yes, there's this. You're the producer of Bad Streets.
Executive producer.
All just coming together now.
Big name. Angela Warner, executive producer of Bad Streets.
Oh my god. It's all folding in on itself. Oh god.
My God, this is the birth of the Other Doc universe.
Yes. I'm sorry, folks. I'm so terribly sorry.
You're welcome.
It's all been just one giant fiasco.
It is. That's
Full credits.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, we're done. We can't do any better right now. Okay. Well, that gives us more to draw on. Let's see.
And Bad Streets has been drug fueled.
Oh,
That's true.
That would make sense. Given how that show went, yes, that's entirely possible. Who would believe? Who would believe fun people can just shoot up a whole gambling ring at once?
There was cocaine there too.
Yes,
wasn't
yes,
there?
there was.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we have to
narcotics
be
got
authentic.
involved.
We have to get real cocaine.
It's important.
For the cocaine.
Well, how else will they know? How else will they be certain? What was the, oh my god. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's, oh, good lord. Okay, alright, now that I'm slowly recovering from that, oh my god. So, yes. Is there anything else we want to throw in? Oh, what's Eddie's daughter's name?
Good question. We will go with Tammy.
Okay, Tammy. Tammy Warner.
No, Tammy Santana.
Tammy Santana, sorry. Brain. I was reading Warner, but it's Santana. Tammy Santana. Do you think that... Okay, so it's like teenagers. So would they be in what, like somewhere between 10th and 12th grade?
I'm thinking they're sophomores.
Okay,
Like
so
brilliantly.
So that'd be like
stupid.
10th grade. Yeah.
Yes. Just like 10th or 11th grade, brilliantly stupid, just ready to ruin lives by things that they do not realize they're getting into.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And I think Rebecca and Tammy are just best friends.
Probably. I cannot imagine what. I cannot imagine what sort of terrible things Tammy has been teaching Rebecca, if she is passing on any of these lessons that that Eddie is providing her.
Well, Rebecca, I'm sorry, Tammy does not know exactly what Eddie does.
Oh yeah, no, the life lessons though.
Yeah, but maybe because of the divorce, Rebecca likes Eddie Santana better because he's the cool dad.
That's
Not
fair.
embroiled
Yes,
in
you are supremely cooler than Rufus. Like, supremely cooler. I like the idea, like, Rufus is just desperately trying. Just absolutely desperately trying and failing.
Nice.
I also think that Rufus likes Eddie so much that he's happy to have Rebecca just because he doesn't know Jack. Rebecca stays with Tammy all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps her away from her mother.
Is just out of curiosity, is Mrs. Santana in the picture, or is
No,
no? Okay.
Mrs. Santana is not in the picture.
Okay.
Even more reason we're friends. We're both dads without wives.
That's right.
Okay. This works. That works. Nice. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to throw in here before we. I can't think of anything else aside from. There's a detail we never defined in the last session that I'm trying to think if it ends up wandering around here somewhere, but I guess that we don't really absolutely need it if we don't want to go there.
What was that detail?
The detail was the name of that ingenue. There was mysterious stuff going on with.
Oh yeah, that's Angela's mother.
I mean, it easily could be. Angela, do you want that to be the case? Okay. You may feel free to name whoever that is, should you decide to. Should that come into play. Okay, do we have enough here? Do we think?
Yeah, I just want to add like one more note, since like daughter of that ingenue, like you got all the looks. So you started out in Hollywood as this major looker, but you didn't really like acting, if that makes sense. You love Hollywood, but you hate actors.
This place is full of them. Nice. Okay, are we good to? Do we think we're good to get started then?
So,
all right. Let's cause terrible things to happen. Okay. So I guess does any yeah, actually thinking about it, I don't have to start. Does anyone else want to start, or do you want me to go ahead?
I'd say you take the cake.
Could we take a quick break before we start?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Totally.
Okay. Sorry.
We will be back shortly. We are going to take a quick break. See you in a little bit. We have returned to the. And let's see. Do you want? Who is starting? Shall I start, or do you want? Or yeah, I'll go ahead and start. I'll go ahead and start and just make it. Why break with tradition? Okay. Let's see. Does Alyssa? I need to ask you a question. Does Angela know? Surely she knows about the cocaine, does she, or does she not?
Probably so. I would imagine that she does.
Okay. So. Okay, I think I've got it. This is going to be something that it's basically like the middle of the night, or it's actually no, it's very early in the morning, so it's like it's maybe like a little before, it's around the time, you probably have to get up early to go and do executive producer things. And I have to get up early to do, I guess, associate producer things. But I also, I think it's going to be a thing where it's like it's like it's a little before we have to get up, and I'm actually on the phone. I've turned and I've started. I'm talking to someone on the phone, like from there's like a phone by the bed, and you're going to hear the tail end of the conversation, and this is about the moving of things. Actually, yeah. Okay, no, we're just going to start. I'm thinking it's possible I might actually be on the phone either with Eddie or with a supplier, but it's just one of those things where this is like the tail end of it, where we're kind of arranging to have the have a large amount of cocaine brought in.
Sure you want 2,000 keys?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah, basically. So I'm sitting there and just sort of like, no, yeah, $2,000, yeah, 2K is good. 2K is good. I think that I know it'll be fine. I don't pay attention to any of that crap. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that crap around here. Basically, you can have you could put it on a parade float and send it downtown, and I promise you, nobody would notice at all.
I mean, okay, I can see about putting the order together. But...
I'm telling you, it's practically the state flower by this point.
All right, boss. If that's what you want, I'll put the order in.
I think we're good. We've got we got a holiday push coming, and so I think it'll be good to just kind of get it up and out of the way, and we can just make that work, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll put the order in.
I should have. Yeah, I should be able to have it. Just let me know if there are any problems, okay?
Yes, you're the boss.
All right, good. You have a good day.
You too.
I'm just sort of looking about. Hey, have we? I'm sorry. Did I wake you up?
It's fine. I need to get going anyway.
Hey, we're not. We haven't actually done anything with the pool for quite a while. I was thinking, since it's getting around that time of year anyway, of draining it.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It is about that time.
If you'd be okay with that, okay, I can. There's I'm gonna get a few tarps. I think the pool's gonna be kind of helpful for a little bit. Just after, so if you're good with that.
All right, whatever you think is best.
Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate it. And you're just like, I don't think there's much else to that scene, really.
So did this go well or did this go poorly?
In the moment, I'm feeling great about it, but I don't know if it's. If you would like to decree that it's a sign of something terrible.
I think it's good for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got an agreement without suspicion. You got your ducks in a row. Everything for right now is perfectly okay.
Okay. So I think I'm going to then take a white die, and I will give it to Alyssa. And it is now your turn.
Okay. So. So there was mention of holidays. So I think later during the day, when filming takes 5 for a moment, I am going to get on the phone and I'm going to attempt to see if I can have my daughter for a visit.
Do you want someone to be the? So who are you calling? You're calling him. Never mind. Okay.
I will just call Rufus.
No, Kevin. No, I'm not taking any more meetings for the rest of the day. Wait, I gotta take this call. Okay, just deal with it. Rufus Warner, how may I help you?
It's me.
What do you want, Angela?
I want Rebecca to come and stay with me for the holidays. It's my turn.
Okay. How long? Angela, I need to know for our daughter's sake. How long are you going to be holding her? And is she going to have, if you want her sooner than later, regular transportation to school? There's no bus that runs up there.
I can drive her. It'll just be a weekend. I'll bring her back to school on Monday.
Okay. I'm going to talk with her. I'm going to figure things out with her. I know she probably had plans with Tammy for the weekend, so you get to field that. But fine. Here. They've got winter dance happening at school. How about I drop her off on that Friday, and you just pick her up from the dance.
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
Great.
Good. I'll make sure she's packed. Just make sure she's at school on Monday. I'll pick her up.
Of course.
Don't forget to talk to her when you pick her up about her plans. Okay?
Of course, Rufus. What do you take me for? Don't answer that. I already know.
Talk to you later.
Click.
I feel like that. While that was mixed, I feel as though that went well for you.
Yeah, ish. Better than expected.
So if I heard that right, things are going to get shuffled around so you can have Rebecca for a bit.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, that's right. He's got to talk. So
I feel like Rebecca's gonna have different opinions, but
maybe. Yeah. That's true. What do you folks think? Is that would that be another white die? I think so. Yeah. All right. Who do you want to give that to?
I will give that to. I'll give that to Pope.
Yay. Okay, Pope, you want to establish a resolve?
Yeah, I want to establish. I want to say this is so that phone call happened on Tuesday. So that evening is the regular meeting of the parent teacher organization over at Marlboro High. It's festive Christmas decorations at the high school, as the parents and the teachers are all coordinating for the Christmas dance, which is happening on Friday. And if you're okay, Eddie, you and I are just sitting there as the meeting is dragging on, as some of the moms are just sniping back and forth about theming and decoration. So we're just over at the punch bowl, just staring at
we
all
can't do a
this.
Cowboy Santa this year. We did a Cowboy Santa last year. We need a regular Santa this year. It's very important. We have to have a regular Santa this year.
What's the over-under on how long this is going to take, you think?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really pay attention much at these things. I'm just here to sit and look pretty. And you see, he's actually doodling in a notebook. Just right now, he's working on a nice piece of sketch art with all the women bickering and bantering at one another. But they all look like have like these dragon features on them. So, you know.
Nice. Talked with my ex earlier today. She wants Rebecca for the weekend.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't talked with Becca yet. I don't know if she and Tammy had plans. I just know I don't need Angela breathing down my neck for the next 2 weeks. I figure I'll give her the weekend, and then life can just get back to normal.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll just have a chauffeur take Tammy and Rebecca over to over to your old place, and if they need transportation, just put Jose on call for them. Not a big deal.
Thank you so much, Eddie. That means a lot.
Well, anything I can do to help.
Oh, that's a lot. I mean, Angela's not the best at planning things that don't involve camera shots or big name personalities. It's the little details that she lets slip.
Well, that's fair. But, Tammy's getting better at looking after herself. And, we'll just
Well,
give
if
them
they
a little
did,
bit of space.
if they did have plans, I can move some things around. If it's okay with you, girls can come over, have their night at your place on Thursday. That way, it's just they can ride with Jose to school, and then he can take them from the dance over to Angela's.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Eddie. You're a freaking lifesaver.
I think that
Oh.
went well.
I think they're going to actually start throwing punches. And then there's a wipe.
Yeah. There are two extreme factions now at the school. One is the pro cowboy Santa, and the other is pro traditional Santa. I feel as though that went well for you.
Yeah, I think I got a lot out of that. And because I know how this game is played, I'm going to give, because I'm inspiring, a white die to Eddie.
Righto. All right. And it's over to Anino. You want to establish resolve?
I'll do a resolve.
Okay. I had an idea, a little bit of, well, the seed of one, and perhaps we can help flesh this out. Because I kind of want to establish the relationship that we have.
Okay.
And so it's got something to do with, so I've ordered 2,000 keys. And I'm trying to figure out whether this is, either this could be that, this could be me telling you this, or this could be something where we're trying to determine why we need it, or there's something in here that I kind of want to flesh out there, and sort of figure out kind of the.
Where do these two like to sit down and eat and talk shop?
Can be virtually anywhere.
I think it's like a
Let's see.
taqueria. Like the two of you are going to Southeast LA and just having it's the 70s, having yourself, some middle of the afternoon tequila shots and really good Mexican cuisine.
I mean, we could. Yeah.
Cosa de Pollo on West Pico. I don't know. I just pulled that off of the list. No, wait, that's a shopping place. I don't know where anything is. Yeah, we could do that. We can say that we're just basically we're there. We're there kind of hanging out, and I'm trying to figure out what aspects of the business we respectively run.
Well, you're the head honcho. I have a feeling, Eddie, you're the distributor.
Okay.
All right, we can.
I know so much about this.
Yes, you see, there seems to be some hidden knowledge here. All right. We can do that. We can do that.
Okay.
So yeah, I basically say I'm here telling you kind of about the next order that's coming in. Hey, Eddie, you know how we were looking for challenge. We were kind of talking the other day, saying that we wanted to, spice things up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it is getting kind of dull around here. No one's really challenging us.
Okay, so why don't we do like a holiday challenge? I've got one for you if you're interested. So there's an order that's going to be coming in a few days. I think might fit the bill. You can call it a holiday challenge.
Oh. Oh, how much are we supposed to be moving?
Yeah. I figure that I'm on something like half the time, basically, so I'm kind of a little sort of half blitzed out right now. I take a napkin and I slowly write a 2, and then I slowly draw 3 zeros behind it. And then I set it down. I slide it over.
So I see you're going for a personal record.
I mean, why not? I figure that we have our folks are on top of things so well. I think we can do it. I think we can move it.
Well, I don't think it's a question of where we're going to move it. It's like, where are we going to keep it at the moment?
Is the do we have like a hangar or something somewhere or something, or do we not have that? Do we not have that anymore?
No, we have a hangar. It's just that it's occupied by planes and people who don't necessarily know what we do. Now, I'm all for a challenge, but let's not be completely dumb about this.
All right. Well, as it happens, I do have access to a very nice space that is going to be covered for a while. That should just about do it. Where it's basically, where I'm crashing these days.
No, I don't. Where?
I am crashing at the old Carlton place. Lots of hidey holes on it.
Oh. Well, that's convenient. But we probably shouldn't store all the things in one place. But you're staying over there with,
Angela's a treasure.
with Angela Warner?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, I try not to use that last name around her. She is so much better than that. But yeah, absolutely. That is currently where I am hanging my hat and various other things.
I'm just going to leave that part alone. But,
Coats.
yeah, okay, fine.
Scarves.
So we could probably do it. So here's the thing, is that Angela's daughter and my daughter are really good friends. And so Jose is going to be driving them around a lot. Maybe we'll just have Jose pack up the car and bring some of the stuff over to your that Carlton place to hide it out. Maybe we could try to hide some of it in plain sight at the studio.
Oh, we've got a
Probably
shoot.
get access to.
We got a shoot coming up.
Yeah.
that there's this big, and it takes place in a hangar, strangely enough.
Wow.
Where there's going to be like this big there's this big bust.
That sounds actually very... Oh, this is so rich with irony. It's like they should make a show about this.
Well, we are. That's kind of the point.
No, man, but I mean about us.
Maybe
Maybe
right.
someday.
Yeah. Show. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, there is a thing. I guess I could talk to Angela about it and see if.
Well, I mean, you obviously can't tell her that it is actual real blow. You should just say that you have some props that you could donate to the studio for this use.
They get, sometimes. So just so you're, the folks around that studio are not entirely unfamiliar with our product. So
okay. Well,
there will be some degree of them, perhaps disappointment should there be any discoveries that we're taking it back after the donation happens.
well, that's where we're going to sell it.
I like the way you think.
Or I'm going to sell it at any rate.
Well, you've got
If
some...
anybody tries to take a cut of it, we're just going to have to take a cut of them.
Well, at least we've got a built-in customer base. I mean, cripes. They do so much of it over there. I barely... from what I understand, they barely... you can barely tell tell the difference when they're... or rather, you barely tell the difference between when they're... when an extra's high and when they're high. If you get my meaning.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. We'll figure it out. So, keep half the stash at the Carlton place, move the other half to the studio, and then, start working those studio contacts and getting some of that sold. I'm getting kind of bored of just selling this all on my own, so make sure you tell Jose where the stuff you're hiding is. That way, if I need some of it, I can get him to fetch it for me.
All right, man. All right. I think we can. I think we can do that. I don't think that's going to be a problem. But Jose's good, right? Jose is going to be solid on this. Yeah.
Yeah, he's completely loyal to me.
Okay. All right. I think it'll be all right then. I think it'll be good. I didn't know Tammy and Rebecca were friends. That's weird. I think that'll probably cut the scene as we're rambling off. So I think that I feel like that overall kind of went. I think that went well for you, probably, as the plan you suggested is being followed.
I think that's bad. I think that's a really bad plan.
I think it is a very bad plan. That's also true.
So you get to.
But that's up to you, actually. Yeah, you get to choose. So yeah, if you.
Yeah.
All right. Yay. Okay, back to me. I know what I'm establishing.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Jesus. So I think that we're going to go to the... I think we're going to find ourselves on the set of Bad Streets. And
we didn't spend enough time there.
We didn't really. Oh my god. And there is this big truck that's being pulled in. I think it's driven by, strangely enough, driven by the same people who were playing some of the who were playing some of the gang members in the that were driving the truck in that episode. And I think what's going to happen is I'm going to I'm just trying to get the I'm in the passenger seat of the truck actually, and I'm coming in and I'm going and trying to get the open it up and get the props out. And I think that Angela is there, and will see me doing this, and may perhaps have questions for me. Hey folks, yeah, we got where's the prop master? Anywhere? Yeah. We got a thing. You got some supplies for you here.
In the wardrobe. Is that what I think it is?
These are props.
Sure.
Just got a hold of. Thought I'd help out. I try to be as giving as I can and try to help out, and so I thought I would bring some props.
Great.
To help out with the shoot that you have coming up. It's like
Right.
You're gonna be doing this thing in this
We've
hangar
got
with a
big finale coming up.
Yeah. So I thought I'd bring some props.
Great.
Since you need props to help
Of course.
prop up the finale. And I think they look really authentic.
Sure. Yeah. I'll just make sure everybody knows not to break into any of the props if they get bored.
I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure. Sure, honey, it'll be good. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. Everything okay? Everything okay, honey? Everything all right? You look stressed. You stressed?
Well, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Just trying to get everything wrapped and stay on schedule. And Rebecca's coming for the weekend. Just heads up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard. Yeah.
That went well.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like Rebecca.
I'm just hoping I can stay on schedule so I can be where I need to be when I need to be there. You know.
Oh, sure. No, honey, don't worry about it. I will.
I appreciate all this.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, if they're wailing into you too much over here, we can always slip away and do that. Go to that margarita bar that you like so much.
That would be nice.
You need a few minutes, because I have arranged for the for us to have the whole bar to ourselves later tonight.
Well, all right then.
And just sort of like say, all right, awesome. I gotta get this stuff onto the table before they. I just gotta get the stuff onto the table. Excuse me. I have no idea how that went for me.
Oh, this is black tie.
I feel as though this is bad. Yeah. Okay. For here, here you are, darling. There you go.
Thanks, I hate it.
It's your turn. I enjoy playing people who are completely irresponsible. I don't get to do it that often.
Would you like to
All
establish or resolve the scene?
What are you gonna set me up for now?
No, it's you get to choose.
Oh, I think you're are you resolving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, where do we want to see Angela next?
I feel as though we need to. We should probably establish. I feel like she's probably. This is going to be a thing where she's, where she's getting home and Rebecca is being delivered there with Tammy. Because I don't know that she knew that was going to happen. That might be good.
Okay. So we're going to go forward to Friday night. I would like to already introduce some chaos. In that, on his way to pick up the girls, Jose had a breakdown in the car. And so, because Eddie's loaded, the car has a car phone. Well, the earliest ones. So, called Rufus. So it's Rufus, not Jose, who has the stuff, delivering the girls to the mansion.
Darn it, this town car is never going to appear.
Don't worry about that. I have plans.
Oh, God. Of course you do.
So, pulling
see.
up, it's late at night. And
So
just...
I guess Anino and I are playing the children. Is that how this is going on?
Sure, if you feel like it. I have a feeling like if the girls are feeling vocal, go for it. Otherwise, I was just going to have them like completely blow off the parents and go running into the mansion.
Yeah,
while
that works
the two of us are bickering. The children are loose. So just like ding dong. Establishing shot. So it's the interior. I'm seeing Angela coming down the spiral staircase, answering the doorbell. Just three silhouettes through this elaborate glass door. We hear the cawing of peafowl in the background. Door opens, and there's Rufus with all these girls' luggage. And the girls. Hi.
Hello, Rufus.
Angela. Go on, girls. I'll make sure this gets to your room.
Come on, I'll show you where the safe is.
Oh, yeah. And I'll show you what my dad taught me, some new tricks with the machete.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Machete. I think we've got like half a dozen of them around here. Let me see if I can find one.
Oh, great. See if we can wield two at the same time.
That would be so cool.
They just disappear having this conversation down a hallway. Meanwhile,
It's fine. I'll take it from here.
uh-huh.
What do you mean, uh-huh?
Our daughter was trying to reach you. She ended up having, calling me. I heard about their driver breaking down. That's why I'm here.
I was just about to leave the house.
Uh-huh. Do you have any idea what time it is, Angela? Any idea?
Of course I do.
I try not to judge your relationships anymore. I'm not a part of that. You have your life in the world of television. I stay to the studios. We stay out of each other's way. You already know my opinion of him.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't need to be hashed back out. But when it comes to our daughter, you need to sweat the small stuff.
Okay, I got it.
I don't know how long the car's going to take to repair. I haven't heard from Jose since I left. So, if the girls need to get anywhere, it's on you. Okay? I don't want to be called in the middle of the night, them needing to get somewhere. Otherwise, I end up back here and we talk. We don't want to talk, Angela.
Then why are we still talking? I've got it.
Fine. Just make sure that on Monday, both the girls end up at school. Okay?
I know. They'll be there. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. He drops off all the luggage on the interior, and then just turns around and heads out.
I think there's this squawking distantly in the background, and then there's just sort of this sigh and like, yeah, I guess the peacocks don't like machetes. You see this herd of peacocks just running for their lives in the background.
You get to establish if this is bad or good.
Oh, I don't think it's going well for Angela.
That's a black die. You get to give it to someone.
You can have it.
The gift that keeps on giving.
It is, isn't it? All right, it's your turn now. Popo.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to establish a scene, but this is different for me. This is not with a character that is mine.
So there's one detail here.
Okay.
The scene actually does need to be about your character.
Okay.
It is your turn, so it does have to be about your character.
I have a scene then.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to make this as complicated as possible. All right, so I'd like to do one of those montage scenes. This is going to be, we see Rufus at this series of aviation hangars, and we see some of the same people that were working on production of Bad Streets, and him like having a back and forth with one of those, like a bunch of people who have like papers. He's got like his posse behind him, and then all these people that were there in the background from production, and they're just huffing back and forth, and then we hear, fine, if you need to do the stunt shots, you can have the hangar that we're using, but just make sure that you're out by Monday. In the meantime, we'll use your hangar for our shots. Just make sure all your stuff's out by the end of today. And we can make sure it all gets moved back on Monday. No need to tell Angela anything. I don't want to talk to my ex. Got it? We'll just... By the way, what? She doesn't even look at the dailies anymore. Come on, give me a break. She doesn't need to know about any of it. Oh, and you don't need to tell that rat Think Jack squad. That's the end of the scene.
Okay, so I feel as though you're probably getting what you want because that will cause maximum chaos. So I think that's a white die.
Yeah, that's a white die.
If we're good with that, who do you want to give that to?
Jim, I'm going to give you this delicious white
Yay!
die.
So wonderful. Okay. And it's over to Anino. You want to establish a resolve? This is the last scene of this act.
Let's do a resolve.
Okay, what do we want to do to Eddie? I mean, we could just follow up from there to an extent, but what do we want to do to Eddie?
I want Eddie and Jose to have a discussion about what's gone wrong with the car. Because we need to know what went wrong with the car. Because the car is also one of the few places that we know there's product.
So the car was being used for something specific besides just transporting teenagers, I would assume.
You guys established in your scene that some of the product was supposed to be moved.
That's true.
With the girls to the mansion. The car didn't make it.
That's true. Damn it, did I empty that swimming pool for nothing? No. Okay.
Don't worry, the swimming pool will be resolved.
I'm sure there'll be some. I'm sure there'll be something in there soon. So yeah, I guess that that's cool. If you've got a thought about that, we can say that. Do we want to say this takes place out at whatever motor pool is working on the vehicle?
Sure.
Okay. Who is Jose?
I'll play Jose.
You want to be Jose? All right.
I'm sorry, boss. I don't know what happened. Like, I was driving along, everything was perfectly fine, and then it just cut out. On the middle of La Brea, it just cut out.
So, I'm sorry. So did we establish that we're at a garage or something where the car is being? Yeah. Okay. So Eddie's sitting there looking at the record of the work done on the car. Says, "Okay, so that's very strange." Says that we did get a tune-up on this car about a month ago, I would have expected it to take longer before we had to get it reserviced again. Where's the mechanic?
I can see about getting them, boss. Leaves, comes back. Guy, greasy overalls, has the name tag Mikey with a Y. Comes up like covered in grease. Older fellow. Sup?
Yeah, were you the one who worked on this car 2 months ago?
Yes, sir.
So Jose here says that the engine had cut out. Is there a reason why the engine would have cut out after you had already given this thing a tune-up 2 months ago?
Took her through all her paces. Seems like all of a sudden you guys were missing some spark plugs.
Why would it just be missing spark plugs? Jose, did you leave this car someplace or was
I left it at the
unattended?
school.
What's
Just
it at
for a
the
bit.
school?
I just headed off, across the street to the cafe to get myself some coffee, and then just walked back across.
All right, make sure you get this fixed by the end of the week here, Mikey.
Car's fine. I just had to replace the spark plugs.
So he's going to look at the... yeah, so Eddie's a little peeved right now. He's going to open up the trunk. And then, look and see inside to check and see if the product is still there in the secret compartments.
Is this good or bad for you?
Yeah. You get to decide if this is going to go well or bad for you. So, if we know, that might help.
Yeah. So there's product missing now, and
oh no.
He's just going to close the hood slowly. There's a few minutes, huh? And there's product missing.
Hey, I didn't even look, boss.
I think you better start going down around that area and checking out and see, asking around for people, see if they saw anyone touching this vehicle. Because I'm pretty sure that Tammy did not take anything.
I'm not gonna point any fingers. I'll grab Charlie and Frankie and we'll canvass the area, okay?
Okay. If you find anybody, you will bring them to me at our usual spot for discussions.
Right. I'm on.
Okay, if that's
okay.
if that's the scene, then you get then you said that was a black die, so you can
Give
throw
that black
in.
die to whoever you want.
Yes. Yay! All right. Well, here we are. We're at the tilt. That was actually much quicker, but I feel as though this is going nicely. All right, this is clipping along very nicely. All right, so you shall once again roll the dice that you have in your little box. Let's see. I have 4 and a 5, so I have a white 1. Let's see if I'm reading Alyssa's dice right. You have a black 2. If I'm reading Pope's right, you have black 1. Anino has white 3. So I think that's Alyssa and Anino. Better picking this time. I'll go ahead and roll the dice in the center here. Okay. So, who wants to go first? It'd be Alyssa or Anino.
Go.
You want to go? Okay. So, yeah, we can grab one of the dice that are here. Let's see. You've got 1s, 2s, a 3, and 2 6s.
This is for the tilt.
Yeah. So.
How does this all go wrong?
Okay.
What category you want to grab?
Let's grab that 3.
Innocence. Okay. And Anino, what? How do you want to define that? Again, you got 1s, 2s, and 6s under innocence.
Not innocent after all.
Somebody is not so innocent after all. Awesome. Okay. All right, and so now you get to, of the remaining dice, pick another category off the tilt table.
Mayhem.
Hang on. Yeah, Anino was the one who would get to pick the category.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
Wow. Getting a little eager there, huh? Yeah, all right, fine. We'll go with me.
We'll go with Mayhem. Okay. All right, so that's the remaining one. So you've got 2s and 6s, and Alyssa, what do you want to pick for under Mayhem?
Let's pick 2. A frantic chase.
A frantic chase. Oh my god.
Not again.
I know. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Bad streets.
Oh god. Okay. So we now have our tilt elements: innocence, somebody is not so innocent after all, and mayhem, a frantic chase of things that are going to get incorporated into the second act here. We have a little bit of time, so is there anything we wanted to kind of... What do we want to make sure we're looking at in the second act here?
Okay, we need to figure out who took the coke and futzed with the car.
Part of me wants it to be... part of me actually wants it to be the kids. That I think it's like, for whatever reason, Tammy wanted to mess with...
Mess with Jose?
Wanted to mess with Jose, yeah.
Learned too much from her dad?
Quite possibly.
No, because I kind of established that Tammy doesn't know what her dad actually does.
That's true.
Or it could be Rebecca.
She was trying not to go to her mom's.
That could be.
Oh.
She just messed with the car.
So she just messed with the car, but who would have taken the product out?
I don't know.
That's a
Did the
great
product get
question.
taken out? Or did the product just fall out?
Maybe.
No, I would have been really secured.
Yeah, it would have been secure.
Okay.
Well, somebody is not so innocent after all.
Did take the
And-
stuff.
No one is.
Well, again,
What if Rebecca took some of the coke at the behest of her mom? Maybe her mom actually knew of what's going on
Yeah.
and told Rebecca to take a little something off the top.
Oh my God. Yeah. What if there's something
Angela
going
might
on? there?
do.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if we run with this, so Angela and Rebecca are part of this little skimming plot that is going to go horrifically wrong.
Probably.
The chase, is it because of the drugs or is it because of bad streets?
I kind of want it to be.
I kind of want the chase to. I kind of want Jose to be in the chase, thinking that he's actually being chased, but it's really just So he was sort of like,
It's really the show. Oh my God!
it's really the show.
So like some of those shots that we end up using where we're shooting California for Seattle.
Yeah.
there's
So
like-
for whatever reason, yeah. So for whatever reason, Jose starts hearing sirens and he panics
Yeah.
because he's parked on the set because he had to drive the kids to the set or something to meet up with
He's
Angela.
in the
So he's
wrong
parked the
car.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We have two
So-
identical cars.
Oh man. So
So the
let's-
siren goes off, and then he gets into the car. He panics a little bit. He gets into a car and drives off, and the stunt driver for Detective Stone chases him, and so that's what happens.
That's
Okay,
that
we've
shot.
got
Yeah.
that to enjoy.
That's
That
that
shot's
shot.
enjoying.
That yeah. That's where it's it was during that car chase that happens. And oh my God. Yes, it has to be. It has to be.
So we've got a conspiracy. We've got a beautiful car chase. We've got some of the drugs, and then other things that need to happen is we have a dramatic monologue 5 stories up.
Oh yes, that's
And
right.
we
It was-
And we need to know if the pool was drained or not.
I have a terrible thought about the pool, but it depends on how villainous we want to make Angela.
That is in Alyssa's hands.
Yeah. I have an idea, but that's I don't know if that's. We'll see how things fall. We'll see how things fall before we.
Is that a pun?
Yeah,
That was
and
fun.
maybe. I don't know. We'll see how things lie. Before. I need to take a break from all
That's the
this. I'm
right
getting
face,
infected.
Anino.
Yep. We'll have to see where things lie. I think that actually, that being the case, would you folks be good with taking another quick break at this point so that we can kind of
Yeah.
let this germinate? And we shall, if we're good with that, we will be back in just a few minutes. See you shortly. Hi, folks. We've returned, and we're gonna play through the second act of this thing. We will finish this trilogy if it kills us.
I hope so.
I mean, yeah, you gotta aim
We're working on
high.
it.
It's my turn, and I think since I don't know exactly, I had an idea, but actually, that's not really a thing for. Let's not jump ahead to that. So for my character, I think actually I'm going to resolve for this
Okay.
scene. What do you want to do to Joe?
Oh, so much, but we have to take things one step at a time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's the weekend.
Oh man, I forgot to grab my sunglasses. I should have done that. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it's the weekend. I think you've come back to set, but no one's there. None of the equipment's there. The stuff isn't there.
This is not good.
Like, this entire hangar has been cleaned out. Except for a few pieces of gear that look relatively steampunkish. That's it.
So just slowly take off my sunglasses. Slowly blink. Slowly kind of put them back on. And I think that I'm going to go and find a phone. And I'm going to call Angela. I don't know if she's there or not.
Angela James Warner.
Hey, honey, hey, how you doing?
Great. Just watching the girls.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I hope they're doing okay. Was there a change in sets for Bad Streets?
Not that I'm aware of.
Didn't Bad Streets it's like happens in the here and now, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So there are no jetpacks in Bad Streets, right?
No, there are not.
There are no jetpacks. Okay.
What's going on?
You having a submarine on this episode or anything?
No,
like that?
the last time we did anything in the water was that intro montage with the Hawaii Clyde-Ho.
Oh yeah, man. yeah. Why did he do that stunt himself? That was crazy. Okay. Anyway.
Because he can, I guess.
I guess. Okay.
I'm not complaining.
Okay. I guess it's building number 10, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do you know if there's anyone out here today that kind of knows where the stuff is supposed to be, where various things go and takes care of stuff when you're not out here?
It should be there.
I mean, you know, no, yeah, but I mean, you've got like the director or a production assistant or something out here today that I can
Let me make a call.
hunt
Get
down.
back to you.
Oh, okay, great. I'll hang out here then
I'll send someone
for a
there.
bit. Yeah, okay. I'll be here.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Yeah.
I'll
you
be
too.
here. Love you. Click. Fuck. I think that's a black die, which I will be keeping as this round is the second act. Okay, Alyssa, your turn.
Fun times. Who am I gonna call? I do not want to talk to Rufus right now. I think I have to. Pick up
Rufus
the
Warner,
phone.
how may I help you?
Rufus? What happened to my set?
Okay, I was about to think you were going to say something about the girls. I was about to be very upset. What was that? I didn't quite catch it.
What happened to my set?
I was talking with your director when we were trying to do shots. We're shooting on the same day. He was complaining that the hangar you guys rented was the smallest one of the lot. He made a big pitching hissy fit about it. So I managed to trade him for the weekend, had them move all their stuff. Everything's supposed to be moved back by Monday after they're supposed to do all their shooting, including the car chase scene, tomorrow.
Okay.
I made sure that your production was taken care of. Apparently your props and stunt department are down a few people due to the flu, so I gave them mine.
You didn't think that I might want to know about that?
You don't show up until late on Monday. I figured this would all be taken care of and your production staff would tell you.
Well, I just got a call, and I didn't have a good answer. And I don't like not having answers.
This is about him, isn't it, again? The only time that you have production questions is when something of his goes missing.
That's beside the point. It's about you making plans without informing me. That's what we're talking about right now.
I was doing your director a solid and keeping you on time for once. I don't want to hear it, Angela. I mean,
You know what?
I'm one of the few
Fine.
people in this town that's still doing you favors.
Fine. Forget about it. I know now. We'll just...
You know what? I'll pick up the girls on Sunday myself. See you then. Click.
Well, that went well. No, it did not go well.
Not at all.
We're running out of black dice. Here you go. Here you go. You can keep it. All right, and so
Fun
it
times.
goes over to Pope.
We're going to establish another scene. Rufus heads out to the hangars. And we see him talking with his guys that are now working on bad streets. He goes, "No, I just want you to help them out so much, guys. Go ahead. I always over budget for things. So be sure to use all of the spare gas and the pyrotechnics for their chase scene. Do it up big. Go ahead, Charlie. Go as big as you want."
My dream finally realized.
It's not like they're going to see the dailies until Monday night.
I'll line them up real good.
Yeah. Especially when they get into the hangar with the car chase. All those piles of those drugs, just light them up big.
Oh, I can give them a show they'll never forget.
Excellent. Always can count on my team. Cut.
I feel as though that went well for you.
I'll take that white die.
All right. All right, over to Anino. Whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Guess we'll resolve the scene again.
Okay. What shall we do with Eddie Santana?
What shall we do with poor Eddie?
Need something that could go either way for Eddie.
Jose gets back to him. Jose and the boys have found out like who was around the car, and they're there to give him a list of names.
This could be the thing leading up to the leading up to Jose's car chase.
All right, Jose, what do you got for me?
Okay. Me and the boys have gone around. I've got 4 names. Just 4. 2 of them you might not like, but I think that's not who's the culprit. So Rebecca and Tammy went by the car when I wasn't there. I think they were just trying to get their stuff in the car, and no harm, no foul. I wasn't there. But there were 2 others that were by the car while I was off having coffee. One of them is one of our clients. Guy buys big. He's a stunt driver. Works on bad streets. If anyone was going to be snooping around and knows the car, it's probably him. Bill Peterson. And then I don't know why, but Rebecca's grandma, she was there helping chaperone the dance. She came by the car. I don't know about those old Hollywood types. Those are the names I've got.
I see.
So you want me to go over to the Bad Streets filming? See about, putting some
Yeah, let's go
pressure on
visit
Bill?
Mr. Peterson.
Yeah. So how do you
I
think
think
that go?
that's.
Yeah.
I want to say that it went pretty poorly. No. We'll go with it was vaguely successful. No. No, we'll go poorly.
Okay, black die for
All
you.
right. Dang it. He's trying to cause his own demise. Stop him.
There's no stopping him now.
Dang it. All right, last round of scene.
You made me do this. You wanted a fiasco? I'll give you the most dramatic fiasco you can get.
Gosh darn it. Oh, well. Okay, round to me. Honestly, I have an idea for a scene. But oh, there's only one black die left too, so if I fall on this particular bullet, things are only going to go well for everyone at this point. But it'll depend. Yeah, okay. No, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to dive in here. I think Joe finds out somehow through his haze about yeah. Oh, why not? Let's kick this off. I think Joe has found out through the haze of what's going on. Either Angela has told him, or perhaps Angela has not told him because she does not want him to know who is responsible. She does not want to know Rufus is responsible because she knows that Joe is going to go off on him. But I think one way or another, Joe has found out that Rufus is responsible for the swap and is about to go off on him. Now, what I mean by go off on him means that I think we're going to see a picture, if you will. What lot number does Rufus work out of?
Are we talking about on the where they're shooting the scenes with the aviation hangars, or actually on studio?
It's a good point. We need to basically we're gonna it's probably going to be because they're going. Here's the scene I'm trying to frame here. Basically, they're going in to get their Joe and his people are going in to get their cocaine back, and they've brought guns.
Okay. Since his shoots aren't going on currently at the aviation lot because Bad Streets, he's given priority, which is also where all the stuff is. So
it's a night shoot. I think it's an evening shoot.
Yeah, but
and they're all storming in roughly the same fashion. Oddly enough, that the extras are supposed to storm in with guns onto the scene.
There.
They're going there looking for Rufus. And so yes, this basically. So we very slowly we see this brief montage of Joe and wearing his sunglasses and several dark suited individuals getting out of vehicles. They come and they stroll onto the set of Bad Streets, guns drawn. Just as the scene is being shot, where a bunch of bad guys are supposed to come onto the scene, guns drawn. Okay, no, I had to play that for a moment. And So they come onto the scene. They're up looking around. They're looking, and these people are coming up and pretending to shoot at them. And so I think a firefight is about to break out.
So yeah, they're the actors are in position firing blanks at these guys with actual guns in this aviation scene where there's all these gas lines, gasoline drums, and other pyrotechnics set.
So you folks get to resolve this for me. How does this go?
Alyssa, with how you're laughing, you get to say, because I think we're all thinking the same thing.
Well, I think I think it goes well for the actors. Which means one of the bad guys gets thrown through a window. There's real fire, but it gets put out.
So
I think you're going to lose a lot of your product.
I think you get to take that black die.
I think I'm going to take that black die now, as this hangar is parts of this hangar are starting to go up in flames. Excellent. Well, there we go. And it's over to Alyssa.
Oh boy.
I have so many black dice. Sorry, go ahead. You want to establish a resolve, your final scene.
I think I will resolve this time.
Okay, what do we want to, where do we want to place Angela? I feel like some of it might involve just sort of resolving stuff with the kids, but we could do that, or we could have something else happening with her, something involving production. We don't know. Chaos has just erupted on set, so she might be doing something there. The interesting thing is, though, I should point out, this is going to go well for you, one way or the other, because there are only white dice left.
Imagine I am at home with the girls when I get a phone call about chaos erupting on set, and I'm supposed to be driving. Well, her dad's gonna pick her up, but I'm supposed to be driving her home.
Just wanted to give you a heads up, Angela. There was a mishap. A series of mishaps on set.
What? Define mishap.
Okay, so we were shooting the night shootout, and I don't know if this involved your ex-husband, but a bunch of guys showed up. They looked like our stuntmen. They were all dressed in black. They were all carrying guns. They all entered into the scene. They were all acting the right way. We just rolled, and so some of the camera equipment's damaged. And all the actors that are ours are fine.
Okay. Good.
The cameras that survived got some amazing shots, including that the rewrite on the hangar explosion. That went really well. We got really good shots of that, especially all of the coke going on fire.
Okay.
And the chase scene, that was a mixed bag. I'll just put it this way: not all of the right people were in that shot, and they weren't using the right car.
Okay. We'll worry about
The
pickups
the
later.
hospital, the ambulances and the police are still here. That's why I'm calling. They need you to come down to the chute
Good
to make a
grief.
statement.
All right. Well, I'll be there as soon as Rufus gets here to pick up the girls.
Well, okay. I'll try and delay the detectives as best I can. Oh, I think I saw Joe around somewhere. He didn't look well.
I'll see you soon.
Okay. Click.
How do you think this ends well for you?
Well, I think it ends better than it would if Rufus showed up and I wasn't there.
That's fair. I'm trying to think. So it was like about half the cocaine got delivered to the set. So I'm wondering if, just as a possible recommendation, if things also go well for you because you now have maybe you see you see it coming in, or you look at it, or you see it out there in the pool and you have an idea. I don't know.
I might, indeed.
I think we just see a tarp over the pool, like it's been drained.
Yeah. And just sort of, perhaps things are happening. I'll give you a white die because that's all that's left. All right, Pope. This scene's going to go well for you, so if you like, you may as well establish, or if you want, we can set something up for you that'll go well.
The definition of go well is up to broad interpretation. So we're going to have a series of cuts, and then we get to the bulk of the scene. We have these series of cuts where Rufus pulls up in his car. Just someone in a huff immediately goes into the house, talks with the girls. The girls are, when he comes in, they're already whispering conspiratorially, but they're already packed. They grab their luggage and start going to the car. And Rufus just sort of looks around real quick and then goes up to the bedroom, and we then see Angela sitting there on the balcony waiting for him, and he walks onto the balcony. I know that look. What's going on?
Why does there have to be something going on, Rufus?
Just normally, you would have been downstairs waiting for me at the door, keep me outside the house. You're up here, you're dressed nicely, you have your overgown on, and you're drinking champagne. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe I just needed to unwind after the news I just got from the set.
Everything should be fine with your shoot.
Shouldn't it, though?
Nothing should have gone wrong with your... Sick folks were taken care of. Everything was set. I helped work with your director to set up everything, as well as my stunt guys working on things. Everything should have been fine.
Your stunt guys were fine. They were amazing.
I'm
It's
not
just-
following.
Other things that have gone wrong. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. You're just going to say I told you so.
He sits down. Just grabs one of the spare glasses and starts pouring himself champagne. Instead of telling you I told you so, I'll just drink. So what went wrong with your shoot?
Might be easier to tell you what didn't go wrong.
He gets up, he leans over the balcony, back to her, sipping a drink. And I think that's where we cut.
All right. And you get a white die. Okay. So, as previously stated, the last die can be either black or white, depending on, it's wild for the purpose of determining whether the scene goes well or poorly. It'll still be, that die will still be a white die when we do our final rolls. So, Anino, you get to decide whether you want to establish or resolve your final scene.
I'll establish my final scene.
Okay.
So, Eddie was with with his crew when he went down to the set, and there was all that chaos going on, and you'll see that he actually performed all of his own stunts. It included a really action-packed martial arts scene with Clyde Ho. And then he shot Brandon Peterson twice after discovering that he was indeed responsible for some of the missing product.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that basically we just see sort of the aftermath of that.
I'm just seeing this like cavalcade of action-packed stuff featuring non-actor Eddie Santana in the most badass action film ever.
Yeah.
It's great, especially in the fact that people actually got hurt.
Like I'm just seeing like in this montage, like Eddie pointing the gun. I know it was you, Bill. Say it. I know it was you.
I think that works. Okay.
It will note that he's actually very, very, very happy throughout all of this because he is not bored at the moment.
That's true. It's like the one time he and Joe are actually quite pleased right now with themselves, even though everything's going horribly wrong. Because
that's right.
This
He's
is
like,
exciting.
At last, a challenge.
At last. Okay. I think
I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I think for old time's sake, if no one minds, I'm going to play the car chase music behind this the resolution. All right. Okay. Which, unfortunately, I can't hear. Dagnabbit. Oh, there it is. Oh, good. It's very low. Okay. All right. So it's time to do the aftermath. To this insane thing that we have just created. So, roll the dice in your box. And we do our accounting. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, holy crap. I have way too much. I have way too much here. Okay. So apparently I'm doing incredibly well somehow. Because I've got 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's over 13. Even on black. Awesome. Insanely great. You will emerge not only unscathed, but if there's a girl involved, you might even get rich off this caper. Who knows? Time for a new ride. All right. Going around, let's see. Alyssa, what did you got? Oh my god! 0?
Yeah.
The worst thing in the universe. This probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Be creative and don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to mind. There's something darker, more awful, more wretched in there somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Pope. You did pretty well. What is you got?
White
What,
9.
10? 10 white?
I believe it's white 9. Could be
So
wrong.
you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, you did, because I can't do math. White 9. Nothing to crow about. Not better, but not way worse. Not way worse either. Maybe the car is wrecked, or your wife is leaving you, or there's a court date. But compared to some of the other people you know, ... Anino also got 0. The worst thing in the universe. This probably doesn't include death, it says, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to mind. There's something darker, more awful, more wretched in there somewhere. Okay. So, I have no idea. I'm trying to think how this ends well for me. But I guess we'll,
I think there's an irregular order on this.
yeah.
I think we need to find out order-wise.
Who wants to go first? That's all
This
I'll
makes
just ask.
Do it,
sense.
because I got it.
You got it? Go.
Yeah. Go for it, man.
Okay, so Eddie's having the time of his life right now amidst this fiery wreckage in this hangar, to the point where he's almost laughing maniacally and shooting guns and bullets into the air. And then, for whatever reason, he sees, he gets distracted. He sees his daughter Tammy there. And just as that happens, wreckage falls on him. Wreckage from the fiery scene. It's just cavalcade.
From that plane
And then
hanging
you
from the
just see-
ceiling.
Yeah, that plane hanging from the ceiling falls and crushes him for the moment. And then he goes, "No, but it just got interesting." And then, Tammy goes over to him. He goes, "Tammy, I don't have much time, but you're gonna have to take over the family business." And I don't know if I laughed so hard. In our house, go into the safe in my bedroom. You'll find all the information you need there. But, you should know something. You need to kill Joe. And then he will expire.
Oh my god.
So I think that is
His
worse.
timeline.
This will be interesting. All right. Who wants to go next?
You should kill Joe.
Angela, I think my mediocrity depends upon your stupendous awfulness.
Let's see. What happens? What is a fate worse than death for Angela? Just bad streets get cancelled.
Oh no! It might. I don't know. You're executive producer on it, though, so it's hard to say. Since you're really, if you're
No,
executive
no.
producer, it's more like you're backing it, really. But-
I can an executive producer get fired?
Yes.
Oh, can they?
Yes, a studio can come in and get rid of the producer.
Yeah, I don't think the studio is going to be very happy with me. I'm probably going to lose my show, and my house, and my peacocks.
No. Not the peacocks.
But those actors playing Bo and Clyde, they kind of steal the show.
They do. They're. Oh my god. Okay. So, Pope, do you want to go or do you?
Yeah, because you got the finale on this one, right?
I think I figured out how things end up well for me, even though I have a death sentence.
Yeah, I'm going to contribute to this. So Angela, in her own way, gets her comeuppance, loses the house, loses her show. Rufus gets full custody of Rebecca, and comes to find out that he is now the adoptive father of Tammy. So he's got both the girls to deal with, trying to get them through schooling. Rebecca gives him an easier time on things because he's been there. But Tammy, on the other hand, is a freaking hellion and gives Rufus no end of grief, consternation, and terror as this tiny kingpin is now in his life, who, as Rufus is wont to do, is entirely ignorant of this criminal empire which has been moving on behind the scenes in his life.
Okay.
That's Rufus's story.
All right. So, I think what we see as this saga is coming to a close is Tammy goes to kill Joe. This is sometime later, after the debacle and the drugs raining down, drugs getting destroyed. But as Tammy is basically comes into a room, an office somewhere, say, or just somewhere where Joe is making calls to try to get some things arranged. And actually, it turns out that the debacle was an excellent cover for the second shipment that they were making. Of about the same size. He's just like, yeah, okay, good. No, it's perfectly fine. No, the dummy stuff is what got blown up, really. Yeah. No, we had to clear house. It was important. Joe is standing there talking. He sounds completely different from the way he usually does. He sounds like he's together and collected as he's saying these things. And he hears a click behind him, and he's like, oh, hang on. Yeah, so listen, can I call you back in a few minutes? I got to deal with something. He hangs up. And you just see him smile. He says, so, I reckon you're here to kill me, but I think you've got much better potential than that. You want to run this business, kid? He just turns around and smiles. You're going to need a teacher. And I think that's where it ends. Well, folks, thank you very much for playing. We have come to the end of our trilogy of fiascos. We did it! We finished! Yay! Oh crap, thank you for the raid. Hello. We are just finishing up as we're coming in. Thank you, Rich. Thank you for coming. Yes, no, this we have just completed a series of 3 connected sessions of Fiasco. Just concluded, and we shall now go around to say any final thoughts that we have about this game and this trilogy that we have experienced. I'm going to go ahead and go in reverse order from the way we started. So any final thoughts you have, and anything you need to come down or whatever from this experience, and where folks can find you. And we will start with Anino.
Hey, my name's Anino. You can find me on Twitter at Anino Gaming. So this is interesting. This, I've done maybe 7 or 8 of the mini campaigns this year. So, and everything was different, and everything I prepared for everything. No, I lied. I didn't prepare for any of it whatsoever. This has all been completely off the cuff with new rules foisted upon me. About 2 or 3 hours on average before the first show starts. So very on brand for this channel. But no, that's great because it builds character literally and figuratively. Anyway, so I had a interesting time with this. I am very proud of the fact that I was able to achieve my goal of having all of my characters traumatically murdered and or killed, mostly by their own hands, really. So so I don't know what is coming up. We've got some Invisible Sun and Cyberpunk Red going on, but sort of up in the air right now, depending on holidays and such. But looking forward to seeing what else comes next down the pipeline here on this channel.
Excellent. Thank you very much for coming in and enduring this trilogy with us. It is much appreciated. Pope, how's it going?
Hey everybody, Pope here. Pope World Build on Twitter, Pope World Build on Twitch. I lurk in all your streams. This was a delight. This is the 3rd mini campaign I've been on this channel for the year. And it has been an absolute delight, each and every one of them. But this one tickles a wonderful dark place in my heart. And being able to just let loose completely and go hard in the paint with being a terrible person, doing terrible things, and having terrible outcomes is just such a catharsis, especially at this time of the year. And I want to thank Anino, Alyssa, Jim, thank you so much for these stories that we got to tell together. Thank you who are watching, whether you're live with us in chat, on VOD, or on YouTube. You're as just as much a part of the storytelling process here as any of us. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Now, if you want to see more of my ridiculous face, on Thursday, Wandering DM's channel, 8 p.m. Come see as we take a crack at Deidre Donlan's, also known as Praxagoria, hack of Lady Blackbird for Vampire Hunter D. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to see some nice, dark gothic sci-fi, delicious romantic nonsense, come check us out. Then a week from Sunday, get your neon out for the end of the year as we hop on the dance floor over at Matev 7's channel for the dreadful beat of DJ Strahd. Mondays, you can catch me over on Tales from the Grim in the Weird West, being run by that mad gentleman. As we continue on our stories of Road to Desperation in Deadlands. And there's a couple other things that I can't quite give all the details out, but you will see them soon. One of them involves Tales from the Grim and a series of masked vigilantes trying to stop the nuclear apocalypse in Watchmen. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Otherwise, I know it's hard this time of year for so much of us. It's also a great time of the year for much of us. All of you, I love you all. Take care. One final note. It would be bereft of me if it wasn't the season of giving and I didn't give you a place to give. So, over on Encounter Roleplay channel, this Friday, they are doing a fundraiser for Mermaids UK. It is a charity for trans and non-binary youth. And all that money is going to an excellent cause. So keep your eyes peeled over on the Twitter for Encounter Roleplay and over here on Twitch at Encounter Roleplay for that. It is the season of giving, and I can't think of a better place to give. All right. Take care, everybody. See you around.
Thank you so much. You're a consummate storyteller, so I very much appreciate you coming on and playing with us. Finally, let us head over to Alyssa.
Hi y'all, my name is Alyssa. You can find me at Origami Shuriken on Twitter. I will be working behind the scenes for the rest of this year on a little show that's gonna be coming out in January. So please stay tuned for that on my social media. As far as this show, I really had no idea what to expect when we went into it, and when it happened to come about that I was playing another movie exec or film exec this week in the 70s, I just could not resist bringing it back around to our wonderful, hilarious cop show.
It was wonderful. That was so great.
It was so meta, but it was hilarious.
That brought a lot to it. It gave us a nice framework to work through, and that was an utter delight.
I really enjoyed watching all the pieces fall in place.
That was so good. Okay, well, that leaves me. Well, as I've stated numerous times, it's kind of been my mission in life to play as much Fiasco as possible. I think that now, having been sated, I'm going to take a break from doing it on this channel for a while. I think that I think we're good. There's a new edition of it coming out soon, so I might do that at some point when that comes out. We'll see, but I think that I feel as though that needs to rest for a bit, for just in general for me, as one can only have so much of a good thing. I also want to very much thank Kirrily, who helped us kick this one off, and unfortunately was not able to be with us these last couple of times. But it is much appreciated. I've put her Twitter in the chat. Should anyone wish to go and check out what she does. So let's see what's going on. Once again, I'm Jim Ryan. You can find me at OtherDoc on both Twitch and Twitter. My website is jimyesthatjim.com, where you can find my Geek Observation podcast and links to my various other podcasts, audio dramas, writings, and such. There are links down below to my website, Twitter, and YouTube channel. and what we have going on here on this channel. We're going to take, for the rest of this year, we're going to still keep trying to do Invisible Sun on Saturday nights, pending folks' schedules. On Saturday nights, we're going to be doing that. On Sundays, still going to be doing one-shots. The next one-shot coming up this Sunday is Cthulhu Invictus. I've got to get the cast together for that real quick. I'm going to try running Call of Cthulhu. Never done it before. It was Call of Cthulhu in the time of the Roman Empire. And I'm doing a thing that's Saturnalia themed because, of course, I am. So we'll see how that goes. On Mondays, as previously stated, I'm over on Tales from the Grim Monday nights running the Deadlands campaign, The Road to Desperation. Again, not sure if we are breaking for the holidays or not because I need to double check there. So there may be a little bit of a delay there with these things at the end of the year, but we shall see. But if so, then that'll be back in the new year, if nothing else. Sign-ups right now are going on for the last one-shot of the year, which will be Top of the World, a scenario for Rosette Diceless, which has been run on this channel before by its creator, one of its creators. That is basically a setting I put together that's and also the 1970s, alternate history, 1970s UK. It's a spy thriller, a paranormal spy thriller, with a number of psychic individuals being known to the government and them trying to control another plane of existence, and a lot of back and forth there, and a lot of Cold War stuff as well thrown in. So for anyone who might be interested in that, sign-ups are open. Sign-ups also will soon be open for some one-shots starting early next year for the Fall of Magic, which I want to do. It's a game on a scroll where folks move around. It's sort of a story game. They move around, they position their tokens, they tell what probably ends up being a very sad story about their characters. Quite possibly. It has been in the games I've played of it anyway, but then again, I'm playing those games, so there could be a certain degree of bias there. Also sign-ups hopefully will open soon for the short campaign that will be starting in January, or happening in January, that is going to be Apocalypse World. I'm going to finally get into that. I'm doing an Apocalypse Engine game every other month, and yet I have not played Apocalypse World before. So we're going to correct that. I'm going to try to run some Apocalypse World. So be on the lookout for that. Just go down to RPG sign up down below, or go to jimmyesthatjim.com and go to game sign up. As always, beginners are more than welcome. I think that in the new year we are going to have a campaign of masks that will be run by one of the players who was on Bad Streets and was not here this evening. Mole is going to be coming back to run that. There is also... I'm gonna, if I may spoil just a little bit, if folks are okay with that. As has been hinted, there is another campaign coming. We're going to be playing a game based on a game that I've heard about. It's a small little, I think a little indie game. It's called Dungeons and Dragons. I think if anyone's heard of that, I'm not sure.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, sounds familiar. I think I've seen it somewhere. It's probably I think it's like Dungeon World that we had on this channel before, but setting's gonna be a tad different. It's gonna be an existing setting. We're actually gonna be playing through an existing campaign, but it's gonna get changed around a bit to better fit this existing setting, and there will be more announcements about that very soon. Well, folks, I think that's about all I'm going to tease right now. Just to say thank you all so much for staying with us through these mini-campaigns this year. And there's even more happening next year, heavens help me. But, if if I weren't working myself to death, who would I be? Not me. So, well, when we hit the end card, I'm gonna send a raid over somewhere. Let's see. I think I'm gonna send a raid over to. Let's see. We raided off the table last time. So I'm gonna send a raid over to somebody. I'll figure it out on the way. I'm possibly going to. Let's see. We mentioned a couple of things. I might raid Simon. Also, I know a couple other folks I know are doing stuff. So we'll see. It's probably either going to be Simon or Lindy, one of those two. So whoever that ends up being, if you we're gonna go over to them at the end card and say hi to them. Feel free to stick around and say hi to them with us if you so desire. That again will be when we hit the end card. In the meantime, folks, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden. Farewell.